Hi, I'm AJ from Anti-Chic Music, and today we're going to have a look at the Access-T Polar. We're going to have a look inside, and I'm going to show you what I did. It's a kind of case modding, and yeah, join in, have some fun, learn something, and enjoy yourselves.
Hello? Yes? Yes, ma'am, I can hear you. Go ahead. Yes, right. Pardon? Am I experienced? Oh, right then. Well then, are you?
I've always been taking things apart basically and looking inside, and I've done two other projects before, like combining the ASRX Pro from Ensoniq with an MPC, which worked out quite well, but was probably just a couple of years too late. Then right in the beginning, actually, I had an Ensoniq EPS 16 and built it into one housing together with a Novation base station and a Kavai K4 rack unit, which was quite fun and interesting, but way too heavy. But it was quite practical in terms of operating, because I was doing a lot of sampling at the time, and those were the only machines I had, and it was just a nice thing to have it all in one, like, workstation kind of thing. Yeah, let's have a look inside. Getting inside was probably the hardest task of it all, due to the very well made protective sticker. Do not do this at home. Whatever, do it at your own risk. This is my synth, I bought it, I paid for it, so yeah, it's up to you. The power supply looks like the original power supply of the desktop T, which is just packed under a sheet of steel or a steel housing and put inside the cabinet. What's nice is about the knobs, they're actually reinforced by a separate sheet of steel running underneath the front panel, which makes it a lot more sturdier. The wooden panel at the front is not real wood, by the way, but it does still look good, doesn't it? The Polar is very well built, but also it's very heavy. Mostly due to the fact that the aluminium side panels both weigh in at approximately 3 kilograms. That's almost 1/3 of the total weight. And whilst I was at it, I thought I'd give it a try and change those into wooden panels. It occurred to me that it should be quite easily possible to put hinges on the front panel so as to have a sort of Moogie liftable or retractable front operating panel, which makes things a lot more easier. You can see the display better, and it's just more inviting to twiddle with the knobs when it's all set up ergonomically in front of you. And it was always annoying me that on my favourite synths that I've had in the past, I'd always have to prop it up with books or put something under it so you get a proper angle and can read the display when you're sitting in front of your desk. After drawing plans on paper and giving it some thought, I got aluminium sheet with 1mm thickness and started cutting, filing, sawing and bending. Due to the thickness of the aluminium, I managed to replace the side panels in a day's work. The cost of all the material was about 10 euros, 2 hinges, sheet of aluminium, and I took great care not to change anything on the original housing, any screws, any holes, changed nothing on the original Polar, which means at any time if I feel like it or need to sell the machine or whatever, I can actually put it back into its original condition. But as long as Access Music come up with updates and manage to fix the little quirky bugs that the machine still has, I'm not quite happy with how the vocoder works, and the timing when using arpeggiators and total integration is a bit off. But if they fix that, this machine is definitely here to stay. Almost forgot, you also need a 40-pole ribbon cable to connect the front panel to the bottom housing. It needs to be 35-40 centimeters long, and the original one is only 20.